All right, I think we're going to get started. It looks like everybody's kind of squeezing in. So welcome everybody to the beautiful Michigan State Capitol, and thank you for joining us for National School Choice Week celebration today. It's very exciting. I think this is one of the largest groups that we've had, at least since I have been organizing it, so it's very exciting that we are out of chairs. So my name is Amy Dunlap. I'm a proud public school educator and advocate right here in the Lansing area, and it's my honor to MC this event today. So to everyone joining us, thank you for being here. To students, thank you for sharing your experiences. It's really important for folks to hear why you love your school and why you've chosen it and why you're able to go there. Teachers, thank you for your unwavering dedication to shaping our futures of our children. And parents, thank you for seeking out the educational options that best meet your child's needs. Before we begin our official program today, I'd like to invite an amazing group from Michigan International Prep School to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. As they begin to make their way up to the microphone, let me tell you a little bit about why we chose them to represent, to do the pledge today. So in case you didn't know, there's actually a law in the state of Michigan that requires that all school classrooms have a flag in them. And our school, Michigan International Prep School, is a full-time online public charter school. And we've gone above and beyond by working to accommodate the spirit of that law by providing every teacher in our school with a flag and an opportunity for students, staff, and families to recite the pledge virtually. So I would like to turn it over to Michigan International Prep School to lead us in the pledge. So if everybody can please rise. Place your right hands over your hearts. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. So thank you, Michigan International Prep School, for demonstrating how innovation can uphold tradition. Now please remain standing, everybody, as we sing the national anthem. We are proudly welcoming our talented youth from Hope of Detroit Academy Choral under the direction of Mr. Arthur Ray. They have performed at the historic Gem Theater in Detroit and have been featured on WXYZ TV in Detroit. Please welcome the Hope of Detroit Academy Choral.
By the dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare
thank you, Hope Detroit Academy Choir. Wow, I don't know about you guys, but I had chills going. That was beautiful, so thank you as well. Next, I'd like to ask Representative Tim Kelly to join me for a formal recognition of National School Choice Week by presenting a legislative resolution. The Michigan School Choice Movement is fortunate to have a number of supporters in the Michigan legislature, and we are blessed to count on Rep. Tim Kelly among them. Thank you for being here today and for all the work you do to ensure Michigan children receive a quality education.
Thank you, Amy. Appreciate it. What a great rendition of the national anthem. Get him another big hand for that. So I'll read this. School Choice Week. Again, welcome to our state's capital and this gorgeous capital. This is an exciting time for Michigan. School Choice Week, when all these kids and schools and adults and teachers come to celebrate the choice that's been provided to you for now going on 30 years. I started fighting for school choice with John Engler back 30 some years ago, and I'm always going to be your champion because I think it's important that families and parents and kids seek an education that's best for them. So a resolution to declare January 26th, February 1st, 2025 as School Choice Week in the state of Michigan. Whereas all children in Michigan should have the right to the highest quality schools possible, and whereas citizens across Michigan agree that improving the quality of education, expanding access to highly effective schools should be issues of importance to our state leaders, and whereas Michigan recognizes the critical role that an effective and accountable system of education plays in preparing all children to be successful in a global economy, and whereas there are a multitude of high-quality public schools, public charter schools, home schools, and non-public schools in the state of Michigan, and whereas approximately 10% of all K-12 students in Michigan attend a public charter school, and whereas approximately another 10% of all K-12 students in Michigan attend a private school, and whereas tens of thousands of students are homeschooled in Michigan, and whereas overall Michigan, 1 in 4 K-12 students participate in school of choice by attending the schools in neighboring districts, and whereas Michigan has many, is this on?
Turn it off almost.
Hello? Hello? Can you hear? Whereas Michigan has many outstanding teaching professionals across the state who are committed to educating children, and whereas the vital cause of education reform is one that transcends ideology and political party affiliation, and whereas research in Michigan and across the nation demonstrates conclusively that providing parents with multiple schooling options improves academic performance, now therefore be it resolved by the House of Representatives that the members of this legislative body declare January 26th to February 1st, 2025 as School Choice Week in the state of Michigan. We call this observance to the attention of all our citizens, and be it further resolved that a copy of this resolution be transmitted to the National School Choice Week organization with our highest esteem. Thank you so much, Amy, and thank you all who are involved in choice and in quality education. Keep up the good work. Thank you.
Thank you, Rep. Kelly. We appreciate your leadership and ongoing dedication to students and families across Michigan. Now I'd like to welcome to the microphone another one of our state's incredible champions of educational choice, Representative Kathy Schmaltz, to present the Catholic Schools Week legislative resolution.
Thank you, and thank everybody for being here. And the choir was amazing, I have to say. It was my privilege and honor again to do the Catholic Schools Week resolution for this week. It is also Catholic Schools Week, so we're very proud about that. We have about 51,000 students in our state who go to these schools, about 214 high school and elementary Catholic schools in our state. So it's a big part of our education. It's so important. I went to Catholic schools, my 7 brothers and sisters went to Catholic schools, and my son went to Catholic schools. And by the way, he went to Lumen Christi, and I have to shout out 14 state football championships. Lumen Christi, it's a state record, so congratulations to them too. But Catholic schools are so important. Yes, that's quite an achievement. Not only do they excel in academics, but more importantly, values and just telling people how to live their lives and community service. It's so important. And of course, athletics and arts. It helps in that area too. So I'm very happy to say Catholic schools are so important, and it's so important for each parent and each child to pick the right educational system for them, because every child is different, whether it's charter, whether it's private, Catholic, whether it's homeschool, whether it's cyber, whether it's public, whatever it is. You need to pick the educational system that is best for your child. And we need to teach our kids how to read and write and how to be successful in their life and into a successful career. And I will always work toward that. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Representative Schmaltz, for being here today and for your support and dedication to expanding educational opportunities to all of our Michigan families. I'd like to bring up Teresa Woods, the school leader for Lighthouse Connections Academy, one of our Michigan's full-time online charter public schools. As you can see by the students and schools represented here today, the ability to adapt and innovate is at the heart of school choice. And online schools like Lighthouse Connections Academy have embraced that mindset wholeheartedly. Please join me in welcoming Teresa Woods to the microphone.
Good morning, everyone. So excited to be here, and thank you so much for the opportunity. As Amy said, I am the Executive Director and Superintendent of Lighthouse Connections Academy, and we are a district for K-12 students that service students across the state of Michigan. One of the things that is important to us is that we believe that every child deserves quality education with the resources and supports that best suits them, delivered in a way that allows them not only to just survive, but to actually thrive. With 81 counties in the state of Michigan, we must agree that there are different needs for all students in each of these different communities. As a way of looking at those students from each of those counties, we want to make sure that we're providing them the things that they need, and that choice matters. My district has a student that enrolled when they were coming into the 2nd grade. He was so excited about education from the time that he was a toddler. However, he was diagnosed with a rare terminal disease when he was about 2.5 years old. But he continued to grow and thrive, but because of his illness, he wasn't really able to attend a traditional school, going every day, being around other students. And his parents, all of his toys or books and things related to school, all he ever wanted to do was to be a student. By the time he got into the 2nd grade, 8 years old, he was able, and his family found Lighthouse, and they were able to enroll him into our district. And boy, I think I lost it. Hello? Oh, okay. And boy, he had a great time. He was super excited about the things that he was learning, meeting his other classmates and his teachers as well. He was doing well in his academics and really developed a community. One of the things that Lighthouse provided him was the opportunity to continue his education, whether he was at home and even during the weeks and months that he had to spend inside of the hospital. Unfortunately, before he was able to transition into the 3rd grade at 9 years old, he passed away. And his family talked about the impact of Lighthouse having that they had on their family. And one of the things the family asked is if they could, we could send them T-shirts that said Lighthouse on it, so that they could wear that at his services. And that really had an impact on myself and our staff, because without the ability to choose, he would never have had this opportunity, even as short of amount of time that it was for him. But it really made a difference. And so I'll leave you with that story to let you know and to think about and ponder for our students and families that are within the 81 counties of Michigan. Choice matters, and I'm so happy to be in the state that allows us to choose. Have a great day and happy National School of Choice Week.
Thank you, Teresa, for your incredible work that you and your team are doing to provide quality education to our Michigan families. I think a lot of us can relate to the story that Teresa just shared, as we have students in all of our schools who chose for a certain reason, and without having that option, where else would they be? So I love that you shared that. Next, I'd like to bring someone up from possibly the completely opposite side of the spectrum, because celebrating School Choice Week is really about highlighting the full gamut of options that we have as students and families. So moving from an educator at an online public school, we'll now hear from Bryn Anderson, a senior at Lansing Catholic, a brick and mortar private Catholic school. Bryn is ranked number 1 in her class with a 4.0 GPA. She has taken 9 AP courses and is dual enrolled in Japanese and statistics at LCC, while also working on an independent study in Greek. She is also a member of the golf team, who I heard were the 2023 state champions, so congratulations. And she will be attending Notre Dame in the fall. So please join me in welcoming Bryn to the microphone.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for having me here today. My name is Bryn Anderson. I attend Lansing Catholic High School, and I'm honored to speak with you about the importance of school of choice. This topic is very close to my heart because school of choice has been a guiding principle for my family, influencing the decisions my parents made regarding my education, intellectually, socially, and spiritually. I believe that every family should have the opportunity to choose the best educational environment for their children. No single school can be the perfect fit for every student, and school of choice allows families to find what works best for their unique needs. I began my educational journey at age 5, starting preschool, and attended 2 different elementary schools through 5th grade. My parents made the decision to transfer me midway through my 3rd grade when they noticed I was not being academically challenged and the disruptive behavior of my classmates was affecting my learning. At the end of 5th grade, my parents decided to homeschool me through the rest of middle school. This experience allowed me to learn at my own pace, take part in 3 homeschool co-ops, and continue my education through the COVID-19 pandemic without any interruption. It also gave me the freedom.
We're going to switch this out.
Okay.
I don't know if it's going to fix it, but we're going to try.
It also gave me the freedom to travel to historical sites like Gettysburg, Williamsburg, and Boston, where I could learn about American history firsthand. But most importantly, homeschooling gave our family precious time with 3 of my elderly grandparents who have since passed away. My mother began researching high schools when I was in 5th grade. After visiting Lansing Catholic High School multiple times in 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, we decided it was the best place to foster my intellectual, social, and spiritual growth. I am currently a senior at Lansing Catholic, where I have been able to accelerate my education through dual enrollment, several advanced placement courses, and my passion for learning languages. I have completed 3 years of Latin, 3 years of French, 1 year of ancient Greek, and 4 semesters of Japanese at Lansing Community College, all thanks to the choices my family made in finding an environment that nurtured my academic curiosity. Lansing Catholic High School offers many strengths, and I would like to share some of the most important ones because I believe they reflect what parents are looking for when choosing the right school for their child. First, as a Catholic school, our curriculum is grounded in faith, and our entire staff is dedicated to modeling Christian values. The way I have experienced this is through their care for us students. Without fail, every day my AP English teacher asks if we're all doing okay or how our life is going before diving into Shakespeare. And my AP biology teacher always has a joke to tell us or shares the latest update in the biology field, and will also incorporate the latest football game into her lessons on chromosomes and genetic expression. They truly share our interests and care about our well-being. Second, the smaller environment fosters a strong sense of community. Our school is filled with individuals who share common morals and values, which creates an atmosphere where we care for one another, both inside and outside the classroom. It is a place where I can challenge myself and thrive with my peers. I've been on the varsity golf team for 4 years and won the Division IV state championship my junior year. The relationships I've built with my teammates, coaches, and their families have been fostered over my time in high school, and I know they will last the rest of my life. Third, Lansing Catholic has a rigorous curriculum that emphasizes ethics, philosophy, and service. Every year, our students volunteer thousands of hours to support nonprofit organizations. In fact, community service is so central to our mission that every May, our entire school, along with any available parents, relatives, friends, and alumni, spends a full day serving in the greater Lansing community. 2 years ago, a group of students and I helped prepare a patio area and a garden by weeding, spreading gravel, planting flowers, and placing tables and chairs. Finally, I want to highlight the safety measures at Lansing Catholic, which have been a tremendous relief for me as a student. The school conducts regular drug screenings, works closely with families to promote healthy living, and uses advanced zero-eyes technology to detect potential threats before they reach the building. Every door is secure at all times, and while it's difficult to imagine that something violent could happen at our school, the reality is that every week we hear about school shootings and the tragic loss of life. This is one of the many reasons why families should have the ability to choose an educational environment that best meets their child's needs, including safety. This fall, I will be attending the University of Notre Dame to study finance and Japanese. I chose Notre Dame because, like Lansing Catholic, it's an institution that will continue to shape me intellectually, socially, and spiritually, with a community that values service above self. I hope that in these few minutes of our time together, you have all taken something from this speech that resonates with you. Thank you for your time and attention today, and for your continued support of School of Choice.
Thank you, Samantha. The fact is, I just called you Samantha. I'm getting ready to introduce Samantha. Thank you, Bryn. The fact is, there's no one-size-fits-all approach in education. It's something that we say all the time, but only because it's true. And it's great that there are so many different schools and educational pathways here in Michigan that embrace that idea. And I'm so happy that we could shine a light on such a diverse set of options here today. As we're wrapping up, I want to have one more student share with you. And I would like to invite Samantha Adams from Leslie Middle School to the podium. Samantha is here as a part of their Reaching Higher program. She's an 8th grader who's an active member with PALS, the Peer Assistance Leadership, and on the Student Council for Reaching Higher. She hopes to study geology and biology in college, so please help me in welcoming Samantha to the podium.
My name's Samantha. I go to Leslie Public Schools. I am a School of Choice student. I got the option to go to Mason, but I decided to stay at Leslie with my school and my friends and my teachers. Some of the things I enjoy are my teachers who kind-heartedly welcome me to the school every day with a smile, no matter what time of the day, even if they had bad class. They're so great, and I love being there. I have various opportunities throughout the middle school that allow me to do things that most middle school students wouldn't get to do, such as designing water filtration units for NASA, studying high school classes such as German and algebra. This will allow me the knowledge to excel in high school and hopefully get me somewhere where I can travel the world and visit different places. I have experienced the wonders of choir, having various solos and joining in high school musicals. I have also been able to experience the amazing after-school program that Reaching Higher is. It has allowed me to do my homework while also allowing me to have fun. This program has allowed me to make many new friends and try new things. It is a great experience, and all the people working there are easy to talk to, whether for help or just for fun. I'm very thankful for being able to stay in Leslie, even though I'm no longer living in the school district. And for all these different reasons, I'm very thankful to get to come up here and speak with you. Thank you.
So I know the only thing standing between lunch right now is however long I want to stand here and talk. So I'm going to keep it real short, but I want to wrap up with something that I read last week. So last week I was reading about an educational event that happened in Washington, D.C. A pastor there who runs a learning center in a neighborhood where barriers are often seem unsurmountable said, "My whole life was transformed because somebody went out of their way to inconvenience themselves and make sure I had a chance. I think we are here today because we are on the cusp of an opportunity to do the same thing, to inconvenience ourselves in order to save and help our country. We have precious kids who have genius locked up inside of them. It is our responsibility to do what we have to do in order to extract that genius from our kids and help our country be what we know it can be. I'm down for the fight and so grateful to be in this fight." I think this sums up perfectly why we're here. We are all here because we care about kids and we want them to be afforded every opportunity possible to be successful. And that starts with being able to receive a high quality education no matter where they live or what resources they may or may not have. I challenge you all to remember the impact that you have made on the tough days because we all know there are hard ones. Where whether it's our schools being beaten down, we're being told as a parent we made the wrong choice, whatever it may be, there are those tough days. But in those tough days, remember what keeps you going, remember your why, and keep going because our kids deserve it. I firmly believe that when every child and educator find their fit in education, the sky's the limit to the success that they can have. So with that, I would like to invite everybody to keep the celebration going. We're going to have right outside of the room here, there's pizza set up, so please go through the line and grab some pizza. Continue to work on the no-sew blankets. We're very excited to be doing that this year. Those will all be donated to the Sparrow Child Life Center for children who are battling cancer that are at Sparrow. A little bit of love from us to them as they're battling their own fights. So thank you again for coming. Enjoy the fellowship together. Take lots of pictures. I'm going to give a shameless plug that we have 3 videographers here today. Find one and share your story so that we can share those with others as we continue to fight the fight. And come back next year. We'll hopefully have a little bit more space than we do this year, and we'll keep the celebration going. So thanks again, and enjoy the rest of your day.